I literally integrated the town of Libertyville, Illinois. At least according to the real estate agent who helped my mom and I find our first apartment. My Irish-Italian mom had excellent teaching credentials, but the school boards in northern Illinois made clear that while as a single mother she was welcome to teach in their town, we would have to live elsewhere because we were an interracial family. I was the interracial part, as my dad is from Kenya. Libertyville, however, was willing to give her a shot, but with the caveat that the residents of the apartment complex across the street from the school approved. Our helpful real estate agent assured the neighbors that this was no ordinary one-year-old Negro child entering their building, but rather an exotic African princeling. This false rumor haunted me throughout my youth, but it did allow my mom and I a toehold among the locals. The ruse worked until I was old enough to date their daughters. And then every Midwestern dad in sight could have cared less if I was the king of Egypt. There was no way I was going to cross the welcome mat on homecoming night. My political education began not from reading Chomsky or Zinn, but rather on the playground at age 5. In daycare, there was this much older kid who every day would attack me and call me all the names you might imagine one might call the only black kid in town. So I'd go home sad, and one day my mom says, "What's wrong?" "Well, there's this kid at daycare, N-wording me, hits me a lot." She said, "Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do." I thought, okay, great. Mama Bear is going to solve this. She's going to go down there and sort it out. Then she tells me about a fellow by the name of Malcolm X. And I'm like, "Mom, I'm 5. She says, "There's this guy named Malcolm X, and he says whenever racism rears its head, you are the one that has to stop it." I said, "Mom, I'm 5. And she said, "Well, this is what you're going to do tomorrow." She took my little brown hand, she curled it into a little brown fist, and kind of swung it through the air like a punch, and said, "This is what you're going to do tomorrow." Then she made me memorize some reverse racism epithet as my battle cry. I didn't know what any of the words she was saying meant. It was something like deadbeat honky or something like that. So the next day I go into daycare, and this huge kid is on me and is triple N-wording me and attacking me. But today, for the first time, I started to fight back to the best of my ability, shouting, "Take that, you heat bat donkey!" I'm getting pummeled. But it caused a big enough scrum in daycare and resulted in me standing by the side of the sink with smug satisfaction watching the racist bully get their mouth washed out with soap. I thought at the end of the day, perhaps there's something to this Malcolm X shit. Perhaps there's something to this Mary Morello business as well.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.